Well, let's get on with the compost, and I'll tell you how we make it. And I think everybody's got a brochure there, but we use only clean yard waste. Only, and when I say yard waste, it's leaves, limbs, grass clippings, things like that. No treated wood, no painted wood, just clean yard waste. And when we get a significant amount in, we bring in a chipper, and the first thing they do is they chip all of this up. The second thing, once it's chipped up, if you look on the back of that compost brochure, you'll notice two different colors of compost. The lighter one is what it looks like once it's first chipped up. Mm-hmm. Now immediately from the chipper, we put it out in windrows, long rows. They're about 225 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 6 feet tall. And by the end of the process, it's going to look like that dark, the dark stuff you have there, here. And I'm going to let everybody come up and feel this and play with it, because they love to do it. I have this at home and garden shows, and people just come up and start. And I'm a visual person. I need to see stuff. We sell this compost for $30 a ton, and that's a penny and a half a pound. And somebody told me, okay, that's $30 a ton. I need to see something that I can identify with. So this container, the compost in this container costs less than $1. And it's awesome stuff, awesome stuff. It's completely organic. We only add water to it. When it's in those windrows, we have a windrow turner that we turn the compost, and it's very important to turn the compost. We turn it 3 times a week. And our windrow turner, it's like when you pull a sock inside out. That's basically what it's doing to the compost. We add water to it when it needs water. Of course, the last week in September, we didn't have to do that. We had 26 inches of rain at the landfill in 1 week. A little math fun here. An inch of rain on an acre of land is 28,000 gallons. We have 510 acres and 26 inches of rain. So that's about 370 million gallons we had of rain on that 1 week. So, all right, it's put out in windrows. It's turned 3 times a week. We add water to it, and that's all we add to it. We used to put some nitrogen in it, but we no longer do that. So, completely organic. We take daily temperature readings, and most of the time that I've been out there with tours, and they got one of those long thermometers. Put the thermometer in there, you'll see the temperature go up to about 150, 160 degrees. Now that's going to kill off any weed seed that might be in there. There are some weeds that are heat resistant, but I've not seen any of them. So it's going to kill off the weed seed, any other undesirables. When it reaches, we test it when it's 131 degrees for 3 consecutive days. We call it done. We also, I've made about 5 copies of these. You can pass them around and just take a look at them. We send off monthly samples. We send off samples monthly to the state. They report back to us, and that tells you all that's in the compost. You can see that the pH is pretty steady, around 6.5, 7. We have different rows. Probably have maybe, I'd say 8 or 10 rows out there now. And they take samples from each row. So we do that monthly. The final step of the composting is to take it from the windrows, and we have what's called a trommel screen. And we load the compost or the material into the trommel screen, and the screen openings are 5/8 of an inch. So we put that in there, and whatever's larger than 5/8 of an inch will come out this side. Whatever's smaller than 5/8 of an inch will come out that side. And this is going to be the compost, and this is the mulch. The difference between compost and mulch with us is just the size. And people prefer the larger pieces, and they can buy that as well for $30 a ton. So then we put it out there. We ship transfer trailer loads to Newport and Pamlico County. That's where we also have sites, so you can buy this compost at all 3 sites. Any questions? Yes.